Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. Got the public betting guide for MLB, NBA, and NHL, so be sure to like and subscribe. I got all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. We'll start with the MLB. White Sox and Guardians, 63% of the money on the Guardians minus 1.5, 90% of the money on the over 8.5, and then 58% of the money on the Guardians money line. Rangers and Pirates, 98% of the money on the Rangers minus 1.5, 76% of the money on the over 8.5, and then 78% of the money on the Rangers money line. Blue Jays and Rays, 77% of the money on the Rays minus 1.5, 99% of the money on the over 9, and then 64% of the money on the Rays money line. Diamondbacks and Phillies, 91% of the money on the Phillies minus 1.5, 98% of the money on the over 9.5, and then 97% of the money on the Phillies money line. Cardinals and Reds, 69% of the money on the Reds plus 1.5, 91% of the money on the over 10.5, and then 95% of the money on the Reds money line. Padres and Nationals, 88% of the money on the Padres minus 1.5, 76% of the money on the under 8, and then 70% of the money on the Nationals money line. Orioles and Yankees, 62% of the money on the Yankees minus 1.5, 91% of the money on the over 8, and then 55% of the money on the Yankees money line. Dodgers and Braves, 62% of the money on the Dodgers plus 1.5, 85% of the money on the under 8, and then 69% of the money on the Dodgers money line. Astros and Brewers, 52% of the bets are on the Astros minus 1.5, 97% of the money on the under 9.5, and 79% of the money on the Brewers money line. Mets and Cubs, 71% of the bets are on the Cubs minus 1.5, 70% of the money on the under 8, and 63% of the money is on the Cubs money line. No info on the Tigers and Royals. Giants and Twins, 89% of the money on the Twins minus 1.5, 81% of the money on the over 8, and then 93% of the money on the Twins money line. Marlins and Rockies, 85% of the money on the Marlins minus 1.5, 83% of the money on the over 11.5, and then 96% of the money on the Marlins money line. Red Sox and Angels, 66% of the money on the Red Sox minus 1.5, 97% of the money on the over 9.5, and then 60% of the bets of the money on the Angels money line. And then the A's and Mariners, 97% of the money on the Mariners minus 1.5, 89% of the money on the on the over 9, and then 79% of the money on the A's money line. And then we'll go to NBA, Celtics and Heat, 56% of the money on the Celtics plus 2, 52% of the money on the under 216.5, and then 72% of the money on the Celtics money line. And then the NHL, Golden Knights and Stars, 92% of the money on the Stars minus 1.5, 67% of the money on the under 5.5, and then 96% of the money on the Stars money line. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.